It's time for us to kick off this year's Android Dev Summit. And to start off, we have another episode of The Android Show with me, your host, Carrie Byron. This year's summit is all about building excellent apps across devices. And coming up in today's keynote, you'll get a peek into the world of Team Android, our very own Android Avengers, and the tools that they're building to help developers heed the call to restore order and stability to apps across the Androidverse. Speaking of which, I've created a Team Jetpack superhero alter ego of my own. From now on, you can refer to me as Captain Curiosity, traveling down YouTube rabbit holes at the speed of... why? Houston? We may have a compilation error. Team Jetpack. Can I get a little help over here? Team Jetpack. Assemble!
Let's do this.
That's more like it. Get 'em! We beat the bug!
Together!
I helped. Whoa! That was wild! Heck yeah! Hey, let me keep the laser glove. All right, so coming up, we'll be hearing about how to build excellent apps using the latest tools in modern Android development, like Compose, as well as the latest news on updates to help you extend your app across devices to new form factors. But first, kicking off this keynote, we'll hear from Sagar, who will share with you some of the updates on where the Android team is headed this year. And it all starts right now, right here, from our fortress of Coditude. Oh, thanks. You're my hero. Oh my God, it's cold. Better.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today at the 2021 Android Dev Summit. I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe, and the team and I are really looking forward to the day we could all meet again in person. I wanted to give a special hello to our GDE and GDG communities and Women TechMaker ambassadors who are championing Android and joining us from around the world. While the last year and a half has brought many challenges, one of the bright spots has been seeing the way developers like you have responded. The app experiences that you build have helped people around the world in ways we couldn't have imagined. Let's take a look at a few apps created by Android developers in our community. Starting with Gaston Sayen, an Android GDE from Cordoba, Argentina. Gaston created a food delivery app called Ulala that enables users to get food delivered to their loved ones all over Argentina. Joe Birch from the UK built an accessible guitar to help the mute, deaf, and blind learn to play the guitar using a combination of a built-in speaker, screen, and a braille reader. And Khushbu Agarwal started an Indian healthcare startup called Zyla, which provides personalized care to patients with chronic illnesses. Khushbu, Gaston, and Joe are great examples of focusing on the user, understanding their needs, and then building experiences to delight them. This spirit is what drives us at Google and our work on Android. At the end of the day, our goal is to build a platform that we and all of you love to use every day, and one that billions of people around the world will also love. We're very excited about the advancements we made this year on Android. With Android 12, we've taken a user-first design approach that is centered all around you. Smartphones are deeply personal, and Android 12 helps the entire phone adapt to you with Material You design language. It's the biggest design change in Android's history, where we've rethought the entire experience, from the colors, to the shapes, to the light and motion. The result is a more expressive, dynamic, and personal experience than ever before. We'll share some news on how you as developers can use this in just a bit. Android 12 also focuses on security by default, and that's part of a much larger investment across Android and Play in the security, safety, and trust space. With this release, we introduced Android's Private Compute Core, PCC, an open source, secure environment that is isolated from the rest of the operating system and apps, powering critical features such as Smart Reply, Live Caption, and Now Playing. We'll also continue to increase our investment in Google Play Protect, which now scans over 100 billion apps every day for potential risks. Over the past couple of years, we've continued to give users more controls and transparency when installing or using an application. Our next step will be the launch of a new data safety section in Google Play that informs a user of what data is collected and why before they install an app. All of us have a critical responsibility to our users to maintain their trust. When they are happy, we all succeed. Another big theme for us on Android is helping all of your devices work better together. Based on all of your feedback, we've recognized there's more we can do to help experiences that extend beyond the phone to an entire ecosystem of devices, including wearables, TVs, and cars. I'll share just a few examples of our efforts from the last few months. Today, 1 out of 3 smartphone users have a fitness tracker or smartwatch. Recognizing that, we have taken our collaboration with Samsung and mobile to the next level and launched an entirely new version of Wear OS. We also brought richer, more immersive app experiences to Wear OS with Google Play, YouTube Music, Google Pay, Spotify, Strava, Calm, and much, much more. And on TV, we have just launched one of our most requested features to date. Your Android phone has remote control features built in that can now be used for any of your Google TV or Android TV devices. We have also made major improvements to Android Auto for you to stay on track during your drive, including support for more app categories like navigation, EV charging, and parking. Finally, over the past 18 months, we've seen people around the world buy and use Android tablets, Chrome OS devices, and foldables more than ever before. In fact, there are over 250 million active large-screen Android devices. And last year, Chrome OS grew 92%, 5 times the rate of the PC market, making Chrome OS the fastest growing desktop OS. With schools being online and individuals working from home, having a large screen device that's easier to use for extended periods of time is essential. We'd like to thank all of you who have invested in making your apps work great on large screens. And we've also heard your feedback that you want us to go bigger on Android with large screens. So I've already said, Android 12 is one of our biggest releases in history. But today I'm excited to announce we're going even bigger. We're adding additional support for large screens in Android 12. Diana will be joining in a bit to share more details on this news. With that, I want to kick it over to my team, who'll be focusing on 2 big themes today. First, excellent apps, and the updates to our modern Android development offering to help you stay more productive so you can focus on building great applications. And second, helping you extend those apps across devices, as users want to experience the apps you all build on all the form factors they use on a daily basis. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today, for building amazing experiences, and for inspiring us to make Android better every single day.
My name is Moyi Adeyemi, and I am a software engineer at Twitter and the Android tech lead for the search team. I'm also an Android GDE. I studied computer science with maths, and I learned a bit of programming fundamentals there, but my curiosity wasn't fully piqued until I saw some apps that my friends built, and I wanted to learn how to build that too. Being an Android GDE means that I now have a broader platform to contribute to the Android developer community. For modern Android development, the three things I use the most are Kotlin, Android Studio, and Compose. I started using Kotlin in 2017, some months before it became announced at Google I/O as the official language for Android development. I remember that I was very excited about that announcement that I gave a talk at the Google I/O Extended event in Lagos, introducing other developers to Kotlin. I love Kotlin because it's a lot less verbose. I like that immutability and null safety checks are built in, and it's a lot more fun to work with. One of my favorite features of Android Studio is the layout inspector. I like it because sometimes I need to make changes to another portion of the code base that my team doesn't own. And because of the size of the code base here, it's difficult to know sometimes exactly what classes you need to change. With the layout inspector, I can easily get an ID for one of the elements, and that reduces the amount of time I need to search. I've been using Compose in my personal project for a while now because it reduces the amount of time required to create a new project, and because we no longer need to have separate XML files. In Compose, I'm most excited about the lazy row/column feature, which has replaced the recycler view and drastically reduced the amount of complexity required to work with dynamic lists. Some teams at Twitter are already using Compose in production, and I am excited for more teams to start using it too.
Hi, I'm Florina. When it comes to helping you build excellent apps, many of the best ideas on the Android team come from talking directly with you, our community of developers. Understanding how you work and how we can make our tools and services even better, so you can be more productive and focus on expressing your ideas. We called our expanding collection of development tools, APIs, language, and distribution technologies Modern Android Development, MAD for short. And is the culmination of 10 years of building Android developer tools and best practices. It's opinionated and powerful for fast, easy development, enabling you to create better apps that run across billions of devices. Modern Android development starts with great programming language support, Kotlin. Officially supporting Kotlin is an example of an investment that came directly from listening to the community. You love it? We love it? I love it. Today, of the top 1,000 apps, 87% contain Kotlin code. And even more, 40% use coroutines, our recommended solution for asynchronous work. New this year, we have our lifecycle-aware coroutines APIs, which are now stable. Use repeat on lifecycle and flow with lifecycle to stop collecting from the UI when it's not needed. But we're not stopping here. We're working on expanding our guidance on coroutines, flows, and app architecture. Kotlin Symbol Processing, KSP, our replacement for Kotlin Annotation Processing tool, KAPT, is now stable. KSP offers similar functionality to KAPT, but with faster compilation time and direct access to Kotlin language constructs. Room saw 2 times improvement in compilation time when switching to KSP, and we're working on moving Dagger and Health to it as well. Our latest Jetpack libraries are built from the ground up using Kotlin. And one of the most exciting libraries right now is Jetpack Compose, Android's new modern native UI toolkit to help you build better apps faster. Compose is stable and ready for use in production. We built Compose to interoperate with your existing apps, and it's been exciting seeing the community adopting it so quickly. In fact, we're already seeing thousands of apps on the Play Store using Compose. Even the Play Store itself uses it. It's incredible seeing developers' reaction after working with Compose. They're telling us how easily they can create beautiful apps quickly, and how simple it is to add features like animations. Square's experience resonates with how I felt when I started using Compose. They told us, sometimes it's almost so simple, you expect it to be more complicated. Things just work. We're working to expand Compose support across all form factors, starting with home screen widgets and Wear OS. More on Compose and Wear OS later. We've been busy since the 1.0 release, building in the open and talking with you to ensure we're solving your problems. Today, Compose 1.1 goes better with a range of performance improvements, new features, and tooling. We continued expanding the APIs with features like lazy layout animations, stretch over scroll for Android 12, improved touch target sizing, and more. We've added faster refresh for live edits to live literal values, so your changes show up on device, emulator, or preview as you type. We've also added Compose support to Android Studio's layout inspector, adding Compose-specific features like inspecting the semantics tree. But we're not done yet. We have so many features planned. Check out the public roadmap to see what's coming next. Now, we want to show you how this looks like in action. So over to Nick for a demo.
Thanks, Florina. Here's an app we've been working on to create our own Jetpack heroes. The UI is entirely made with Jetpack Compose, so it's been fast and easy to build. But don't just take my word for it. Let me show you how. For example, I've been wanting to see a list of our hero friends and all their Android dev superpowers. We can quickly iterate on an individual list item using Android Studio's preview. Here I have 3 previews of this friend item, allowing us to see it in light and dark themes and with a larger font. Compose previews can display near real-time updates of literal values. I can change padding values and the image size and see them update immediately. This works both on the device and in the preview. Live editing of literals produces a really fast iteration cycle, keeping me very productive.